Nigeria Army welcomes a repentant bandit. Welcome back to Biafra News. Support Biafra. People of goodwill, Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafrans, I bring you another update, another news coming from the nation Nigeria. This very news headline is from Nation Nigeria, saying Nigeria Army welcomes a repentant bandit. Now, Afonjas and Ifa Jonas and one Nigeria enablers, enemies of freedom. Can you now people see that Nigeria Terrorist Army are nothing but terrorist organization? Is Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Defense Forces are not vindicated now? Biafra Prime Minister, we're not vindicated now? Do you now see the reason we are resisting them in Southeast? Because I don't understand how a country's army will reintegrate terrorists into the army or tell terrorists and the bandits that doors are widely open for them to come in. And who are the terrorists going to protect? Is it the same terrorists that are operating, or is it the same unrepentant, or they are calling them repentant, but unrepentant Boko Harams that have been stealing arms, firearms, and giving it to their members, giving information? Some soldiers have been ambushed because of the repentant Boko Harams in the army. The reason we'll keep flushing them out of South is because they are not needed. They are nothing but terrorist organization and they kill us in army uniform. You people keep ranting how they are fathers, people's fathers' husband. So what exactly are they looking for in Southeast? Nigeria Army tells you that they are ready to welcome bandits, that their doors are widely open for those that want a new life. A new life, those people that choose to be terrorists in the first place, to terrorize, to become a terror to others. Your door is widely open for them, the country's army. Nigeria is nothing but a terrorist state, and Nigeria Army, nothing but a terrorist organization. The reason the indigenous people of Biafra, or Bridgie, Biafra Defense Forces are resisting Nigeria Army in Southeast. Take Nigeria Army out of Southeast today and see if you hear of insecurity. You hear Nigeria Defense Chief of Staff Musa telling you every day how they are going to curb insecurity in Southeast, how they are going to do this in Southeast to restore peace. And you ask, who are those going to curb the terrorism going on in the North? You have heard of farmers and their residents in the North crying and begging the government to come to their rescue, calling on Nigeria Army to come and do something about the terrorism going on in the North, how they are being sacked. Nigeria Defense Chief of Staff Musa will not tell you how bandits are taking over local government areas in the North, how they are sacking people from their communities, sending them to IDP camp. Nigeria Defense Chief of Staff Musa will not tell you how bandits are forcing farmers in the North to pay tax and they bring their farm produce to them. You hear him every day on national television rant about insecurity in Southeast, how they are going to curb insecurity. These unrepentant Boko Harams in the army have been giving information to their brothers in Sambisa Forest or their brothers terrorizing the North. You have seen residents beheaded in the North in broad daylight. And Nigeria Terrorist Army are not in the North to put a stop to those terrorism or to the terrorism going on in the North. They are in Southeast. You see them rolling out arms and their equipment, coming to Southeast to look for what is not looking for them. The reason they will keep meeting their end in Southeast, they will keep coming back in body bags. Well, before I continue with this very update, before I bring you the full the full details and the full news, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, turn in once you get notification. So this very news is coming from the nation Nigeria, and the news headline says Army welcomes a repentant bandit. The Nigeria Army has announced a readiness to welcome repentant bandits, saying her doors are still wide open for those who may decide to take up a new life. The 17th Brigade Commander of the Nigerian Army, Katsina State General Babatunde, the same note you hear every day how repentant bandits are integrated into the army, have given information, stealing firearms, taking it to their brothers in the North. You have heard commanders in Nigeria Terrorist Army telling you how information that lead to the ambush of soldiers came from a repentant, one of their colleagues. These are now repentant Boko Haram. We have seen monarchs and governors crying on the raising alarm how repentant Boko Harams are the ones leading their brothers to come and terrorize communities and villages there in the North. But here, Nigeria Terrorist Army are telling you that their doors are wide open for repentant Boko Harams. They are calling them repentant, which they are not. They are nothing but unrepentant Boko Harams. That their doors are widely open for them. Well, we must continue. We must continue. The General Babatunde, who made the call yesterday in Castina, said bandits and violent extremists should surrender or face the consequences. Which consequences are they facing? That they are the modern 10 states in the north. They are terrorizing, sacking people from their communities, relocating their own families, which the evidence is on Arise television. A northern man confirmed how these bandits will sack people from their communities in less than 1 month. They will relocate their own families to these communities in the north. But you know, here, Nigeria terrorist army talk about it. It's always Southeast. The insecurity in Southeast. How they busted IPOB ESN camp up and down. How many terrorist camp have they busted in the north? Though we don't have ESN anymore. What we have now is defense forces, Biafra Liberation Army Resistance Fighters, Jaguar Battalion, Ogbunigwe Battalion, Biafra Elite Squad. Nyatiishi, Akudi again. Well, we must continue. We must continue. He asked those in the businesses of kidnapping to desist henceforth. Oh, the people that Erufai said, former governor of, what is it called? Is it Kano State? Which state was it the governor of? Said that they are doing business, that bandit kidnapping and taking ransom are doing business, so they don't have to go after them. All right, we must continue. Babatunde made the call while handing over 9 rescued victims of kidnapping, including 5 males, 2 females, and their 2 newly born kids to officials of the Castina state government in a brief ceremony at the 17th Brigade headquarters, Castina. The brigade commander, who was represented by the brigade's chief of staff, Colonel Yakubu, further explained that the army applied a non-kinetic approach in rescuing victims. The victims were kidnapped from different Castina local government areas at different locations and dates by bandits and taken to Kaduna State. Senior Special Assistant to the Castina State Governor on Victims of Banditry and IDPs, S.A. Udu Danjam, take these kind of names, commended members of the armed forces who participated in the rescue mission. He also recalled that a combined team of troops and other security agents on Thursday rescued 11 victims in Batasari local government area, and on Friday rescued 19 victims. He said, these are some of the successes you have been recording as a result of your synergy. His Excellency, the governor, has been receiving cooperation from all angles of the security agencies and will give you all the necessary support and cooperation to achieve your desired result. One of the rescued victims, 45-year-old father of 15 children, Enosa Salisu, narrated how he spent 90 days in the hands of the bandits after they captured him while walking on his farmland located 5 kilometers away from Sabua local government area. He said the bandits, 7 in their numbers, riding on 5 motorcycles, chased me and my grown-up son. Within the 90 days period of our stay, we were eating animal feeds. Animal feeds. They killed 5 people in my presence, including my 20-year-old son. I don't touch water. Oh, they killed his son. Okay. His 20-year-old son, I didn't touch water, talk less of taking a bath within the period. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? His son was killed. 5 people was killed in his presence, including his son. He was not fed, he was unable to take his bath. Now tell me, why would Nigeria terrorist army reintegrate such people or tell such group that their door is still wide open for those that want to turn in? Are they supposed to turn a new leaf? That being in without letting the consequences of their actions, of their terrorism. No, we are no longer want to be terrorists. We have repented, just like that, and you give them uniform and a gun to go and do what exactly? And where would they be deployed, if I may ask? I know some gullible Nigerians to be on this zone that is very personal, clapping for Nigeria army. And you ask them why exactly are they hailing Nigeria army? They told you they rescued victims, kidnapped victims, and also tell you or told you that their door is still wide open for bandits to be reintegrated or to join Nigeria Army, you'll be clapping for them. All right. Nigeria Terrorist Army will continue being resisted in Southeast until they are all flushed out. And you expect these terrorists to go away? You see the problem of this? When we tell you people, these people want nothing but to take over Nigeria, turn Nigeria. Nigeria is already an Islamic state. And we do not want to be part of that Islamic state. The reason we want to exit Nigeria so that the Fulanese can run Nigeria whichever way they want to run it. We're not going to stop them. We have no business in whichever way they want to run their business. Their country, because it's a business empire to Britain. We do not want to be part of that. We cannot be in a country where the government sponsors terrorism, where the government sponsor and they cover bandits or terrorists. A country that sponsors terrorists to terrorize masses or citizens and kill them. And you'll hear some governors of this very terrorist state telling you that these bandits and the kidnappers are doing business, though they don't have to go after them. A former president told you people that if you go after the Boko Haram, what did he say? Attack on the Boko Haram is an attack on the Northerners. These are the words of these people from the north, especially the politicians. In Southeast, you see Nigeria Terrorist Army killing, terrorizing, and kidnapping, destroying properties of Biafrans. The fools we have in Southeast will not defend their own people. Rather, they will invite more of these unrepentant Boko Harams to Southeast, and they will come and boast about it. Now let them boast again. Let's see. Let them come and boast. Let's see. Because the original owners of the land, the indigenous people, are defending what is theirs. And this very government, Bridgie, did not come to play. These things going on in the north will not and can never happen in Southeast. And that is what Nigeria Terrorist Army are fighting to achieve in Southeast. You see them rolling out equipment to come to Southeast. How many times have you seen Nigeria Army roll out equipment go to the north? Especially these particular places that the residents have been crying and calling the government to come to their rescue. You have not seen them, right? Because they don't do that. It's only in Southeast you see them lined up with their 10 guns, armor tank, and they stay in a helicopter, bomber jet, and fighter jet in Southeast, looking for what is not looking for them. Well, the more they come, the more they go back in body bags. So, dear friends, I will stop here, especially in the one Nigeria. The one Nigeria. Your terrorist army said that they are ready to welcome bandits to the army. This is not the first time we have heard them talk about it. This is not the first time. It's not that they have already reintegrated a lot of Boko Haram into the army. Chief of Staff Lagwaja said they have 120,000 repentant or surrendered Boko Haram in they are training them. They said 120,000. That's for you to know what is going on. So they have been doing it. This is not the first time. We're just letting you know that those people you see with army uniform are not soldiers. They are nothing but unrepentant Boko Harams in army uniform. So that is it. I will stop here. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section, and please tune in once you get notification. Thank you.